Hi guys, it's me Binny, and today we are going to start on a new series which is related to home basics. And the topic that I want to discuss with you all today is about home management. So, you will be wondering whether home management is such an important term in our day to day life. Actually, it is one of the most important part that plays a major role in our day to day life. Why? Because if you do not have a proper plan of things that you have to do every day, you will be getting totally confused about the things that you have to perform on each and every day of your life. Let me give you a small example which took place a few months back in my home, at my hometown. My mom, she did not have a plan of preparing anything in the morning. She did not prepare a batter or something. We usually make idlis, dosa, appam, something like that. So she did not plan out anything that which she has to make for the next day. So the next day morning, when she came into the kitchen, she was wondering, oh my god, I did not prepare a batter yesterday and now what to prepare. So she was confused. Even it happens with me even now, okay? Like if I do not make a batter or something the previous day, I'll be wondering like what to prepare today in the morning. So that usually takes place with every person. I think the one who hears me will always be facing the same situation every time. This is just a simple example I told. So, what is actually home management? Home management is actually taking care of all the things that are necessary and which are supposed to be done regularly in our day to day life. Like actually, family life is something which is very much complicated. Once everything in your family life comes into an order and you do your all the routines in a proper manner, then it makes your family life much more easier, more happier, and more refreshing. So, this is the first topic that we are going to discuss here. So, what is this to do list? To do list is something actually in which it means like you prepare a list of things, which means like what are the things you're supposed to do in this particular day. At times you forget, right? At times you forget to do particular things on that day, and at such situations, you can make this kind of a note so that you will be knowing like these are the things that are supposed to be performed on this particular day. Like it includes a lot of things like meal planning. You have to plan about your food, like the breakfast, the lunch, the dinner, everything goes under that. So these are a few lists which usually comes under day-to-day activities like laundry, cleaning rooms, washing dishes, teaching the kids, and so on. So I think by now you would have got an idea of how you have to make a list of things that you have to perform on daily basis. Like most of the things that we do on the daily basis are like normal for everyone. Like we have to make the meal, we have to wash clothes, we have to sweep the floors. All these are just normal things. But yet I normally prepare a routine list of the things that I have to perform according to the order it has to be performed, so it makes it more easy. Like I have to just erase it. So this is how I normally plan out my daily routines. What I do is I prepare a chart in my mobile where it becomes more easier for me to know like what are the routine activities that I have to perform. See, I have created a chart over here where it's written about my breakfast. I have to make the breakfast, prepare rice, then wash the clothes, and then I have to make a call to my mom. Then it's written about my brother's birthdays. Important thing is like we normally forget the birthdays and all, and we forget to call on that particular day. So if you write a list like this, it makes us easier to remember the list. Sorry, to remember that you have a birthday and you have to make a call today. So this kind of a list makes it more easier for me, and I just have to remove the things or according to the order, whatever duties I'm completing, I just erase it. So this is what I normally do to make my routine easier. So next is cleaning routine checklist. What about your weekly, monthly and yearly to-do list? How do we chart out that? Either you have to buy a calendar sheet or prepare it on your own phone reminders. Like we do mopping, dusting, vacuum, car wash weekly, and we do insurance, car surveys, routine checkups every month, and we make doctor appointments and so on yearly once. This is the next important topic, calendar. Keeping a memory of dates for many activities is very tough. So what we have to do is keep a handy calendar. Either it can be in paper form or on your smartphone. If you're using a smartphone, it has features wherein you can set alerts. Also, you can set multiple alerts. like if you want to make a doctor appointment, any party, teachers meeting, marriages, car services, and so on. There is another option termed as numbers, wherein you can create a spreadsheet and you can either make a calendar in that, or you can go to the personals or schedules, daily schedules. Your different topics are given under that, and you can schedule accordingly what are your daily plans, your daily meal plans, everything. This is how even I try to make my own routine activities into a proper order. Before I didn't have an iPad or an iPhone, so at that time I used to make notes and all. And after that, when I started using my iPad, right now I am also preparing the scheduled activities in this form in the numbers session, so that it becomes more easy for me to come and look at the records what I have maintained. Long before these phones came into my hand, I used to write things in my note, in my diary, list of things that we have to buy. All these things were recorded actually in my diary only. So those who do not have a smartphone or something or an iPad, I think you can also do in similar way, keeping an proper ideal way by using a notebook. I think this will not be a very tough activity. This is my diary. Even now, I still keep my diary with me. I don't want to lose it because I have a lot of reference in this regarding the food recipes and all. Now let's check out the next important head, and that is meal preps and plans. So let me just show you what I do to plan about my meal preparations and so on in my smartphone. The term numbers is written, and under that you can create a spreadsheet, and I have named it as home expenses. And under that you can create different sheets, and this is one of the sheet where I have created a list of items that you can normally make, like breakfast, curry, chutney, lunch, rice recipes. So I do not get confused regarding what to make and all. And this is my daily recipes chart where I have written breakfast, lunch, and so on, where I get an idea like this is the typical thing I have to make today. So it's a complete plan of a week that I do to make it easier for me to work out. So this helps me out to make recipes for the whole week only by knowing the list of things you have in your store. So you can chart out list accordingly and know when things in your list is getting over. So let me tell you some of the benefits. It limits the number of trips to the store. It saves money by eliminating the unnecessary buying. It's healthier for your family to eat healthy food. And if possible, you have to try to cultivate your own stuffs and try to buy organic foods maximum. And shop all the things once or twice a month, which is more helpful in saving the money. Just finances, you should be perfectly having an idea of which all bills to be paid, and you have to always keep a note to list out the things normally you buy in a month and what all ways your money flow out, which keeps a clear-cut picture of how the money is being utilized. So here I want to show you something, not the pic on the side, the cabin where you can see two sticky notes, and this is the place where I store my kitchen stuffs. So now you can see they are in a blended form. You will not be able to remember what all you have inside it. So what I do is I have pinned two sticky notes on it in which I have mentioned the stuffs I have inside the cabin. So this reminds me what all are inside my stock and what I don't have. So if you plan for the next week menu in advance by at least Saturday or Sunday, it avoids unnecessary trips and repetitions of the recipes in the frequent days. Whenever you stock stuffs, try to unpack and store them. Always try to use glass jars or metal tins, which are very safe to use, and try to avoid the plastic containers that are not safe. And finally, try to keep all the things in its place every now and then, which reduces your chance of workload and keeps your home clean if you have any unexpected guest at home. Use baskets, bins, or containers to store the things. Label them to be identified. And finally, keep routines right from the time you get up to the time you sleep. It helps you to stay on a track. I hope this video was helpful for you guys. So we will be coming back with another video. So stay tuned till then. It's bye from Vinny.